right, MAGA, you chuckle fucks, sit down because class is in session. Because we must, and I mean must, talk about this insanity where y'all are calling Charlie Kirk a man of God, a disciple, the white MLK. I mean, y'all have actually lost your shit, and I'm going to prove to you with your own Bible. Y'all are so full of Romans 14:10. Why do you pass judgment on your brother? For we will all sit before the judgment seat of God. James 4:12. There is only one lawgiver and judge, but who are you to judge your neighbor? Matthew 7. Do not judge or you will be judged. So no, MAGA, I'm sorry, you don't get to play judge and jury when your very own the Bible that you supposedly follow says literally the opposite in scripture. And while we're at it, let's talk about this worship that you're doing. Because when y'all lift up Charlie Kirk as Jesus 2.0, that's not worship, it's idolatry. Exodus 20 verses 3 through 5. You shall have no gods before me. You shall not bow down or worship them. Isaiah 42:8. I am the Lord. That is my name. My glory I give to no other. Not just mourning, you are turning a political influencer into a golden calf. You guys want to know how the Bible says you can really tell who's following Christ? Matthew 7:15 through 20. Beware of false prophets. You will know them by their fruit. Galatians 5:22 to 23. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now let's look at Charlie Kirk's behavior, preaching division, hatred towards anybody who's Democrat or left-leaning, LGBTQ, all while cashing checks. How is that the fruits of the Spirit? Picking verses from the Bible that line up with Republican talking points doesn't make you a prophet, makes you a salesman, a hired mouthpiece. Guys, he was an influencer who was paid off by everybody and their brother to align with certain talking points. I'm not saying that he didn't believe a lot of the shit coming out of his mouth, but he was a well-compensated mouthpiece who sowed division and hatred, not a fucking prophet. So don't come at us with this whole, Charlie Kirk is a man of God, because the Bible says that you will know his followers by their fruit. And Charlie Kirk's fruit, spoiled, rotten. And then you guys have the audacity to continue to come to us and say, we'll pray for you. Please don't. We don't want you praying to your false God for our salvation, because you're not worshiping the true God. You're worshiping your political idol. And that prayer that you throw at us, it doesn't save us. It condemns you.
10 years you've been calling us woke and stupid and saying us having empathy is a weakness. And now that we have no empathy left for you, you're telling us we're evil. Oh.
This is why people don't trust white people, because it is peak whiteness and colonizer behavior to demand civility for a man who denies others their humanity. That's the oppressor, and we do not need to sympathize or empathize with them. And don't get me wrong, because I long for a world where there is no violence in it. But until all of us are free, none of us are free. And violence is part of the equation because of the oppressor, not the oppressed. We need to understand that violence comes in many forms, and white people need to learn it most of all. And if none of that is enough to convince you, then how about the fact that Charlie Kirk said empathy is a made-up new age word that does harm, and that is the one directive of his that I am willing to.
What do you think of it?
Honestly, I think Charlie Kirk was an awful guy. And I think that he kind of had what he was coming.
Yeah.
Had for it what he was coming for.
Yeah.
He kind of like died in what he lived for. So I kind of feel like it was kind of earned.
What do you think of people getting fired over their response to the assassination?
I don't think it's fair. I think everybody, again, he voiced his own opinions and he got shot.
Yeah.
That happens. If you want to voice your own opinions, you're going to have consequences.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's the world that we live in.
For sure. And what are your peers saying?
My peers completely agree with me. They think that he had it coming for him.
Yeah.
He talked about awful things and lived for awful things. So.
Yeah. Right. The right wing is saying that the colleges are indoctrination centers. What is your response to that?
I wouldn't say I would say 50-50 on that, because the schools don't really bring attention to it. They don't want to bring attention to it. They don't want their kids talking about it. It's the political aspect of it. I got shut down talking about it in school, so.
You brought it up in class?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and what happened when that happened?
a lot of people disagreed with what I said.
Like, people thought it was a bad thing?
People think that I shouldn't be celebrating somebody's death.
Okay, got it.
I wasn't celebrating, I was just...
Sure. And what's your major, if you don't mind asking?
I'm business and creative enterprises.
Okay,
so.
awesome. And what's your name?
Casey.
And keep on doing it, Nate. We want to work with you at Turning Point USA. Frontlines grassroots journalism is the salvation of a free society. Please.
White women, we have to talk about Charlie Kirk. Actually, we need to talk about how you're talking to other people about Charlie Kirk. If you, as a white woman, or a white person, want to have empathy for Charlie Kirk, you do that with your time and energy. What we're not going to do is tell brown people, brown and black people, gay people, trans people to have empathy for a person that wanted them and advocated for them. We're not going to tell gay people to think about his family when he told gay people that they shouldn't be able to have families. We're not going to tell people to have empathy for someone who never had empathy for them while he was alive. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to spend your time having empathy for this man and spend your thoughts and your prayers on this man, knock yourself out. That has nothing to do with me. But what I'm not going to let you do is tell other people to do that, because they absolutely do not have to do that. Other people get to deal with their mistreatment, with the hatred that is spewed onto them, whatever way they want to. So this is a little white woman talk between me and you, between me, a half white woman. I know if you need a whiter woman to tell you that, I don't know, find someone else. But check in with yourself before you go on the internet and you tell brown and black people to do anything. Check in with yourself before you open up your little camera and do that, because that's...
I am horrified at how many people have resurfaced on Facebook reacting to Charlie Kirk's death. Folks who have never said a word about genocide, school shootings, families being torn apart by deportation, or women's rights being stripped. Suddenly, they are running to condemn this. A white conservative public influencer dies and it's all over their feed. Now it's political violence. The framing of all of this, anytime you say political violence, that is intellectually lazy, for one, and it doesn't hold up. And for those of you who are posting a sad photo of themselves, saying that they don't condone political violence. Come on! Maybe keep that private. Write it in a journal. Not everything has to be announced that you're one of the good ones, okay? Yes, Charlie Kirk was killed. I feel for his kids. That's a real tragedy. But he wasn't targeted based on his abstract political beliefs. He built his career spreading the most hateful, racist rhetoric. Violence is violence. It's always ugly. But pretending this is a special kind of violence that needs a special kind of public hand-wringing, that's privilege talking. You don't have to condemn it. You don't even have to support it. You don't even have to say anything. Sometimes silence is better than neutral performative takes. If you're gonna show up for humanity every day, not just when it's convenient.
Amanda Seales weighs in on her thoughts on Charlie Kirk's passing.
For the past several days, all I've heard was either how much people have loved or hated Charlie Kirk. And I'm going to be honest with you. I could not stand the man. And the more that has come out about him, the more that I didn't like him. The videos circulating of things he said and done. And it just goes to show that white folks are so sick of racist, narcissist white people that they are now turning on each other. It literally was a white Republican Trump supporter that took his life. That says a lot. When your own, not only race, but a white man with the same political views as you purposely took your life the moment that you said what you did about gang violence speaks fucking volumes. If that doesn't tell you Trump supporter something, nothing will. That man spoke his own death into existence down to how it happened. Except it happened to be a white Trump supporter that did it. When I'm sure that he would have rather it have been a non-white person, especially somebody from another country, to do it, just so he could be a martyr or whatever, which y'all are already trying to make him out to be.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm called Iriso Ita. If you are new on this channel, kindly hit the subscription button. Put on the notification button so that you get notified each and every time I upload a video. Thank you for all my returning subscribers for coming and always watching my videos. You are highly appreciated. So guys, in our today's video, we're gonna be talking about how white women are reacting towards the death of child. So guys, the reactions of white women in America has really hit the internet at storm. People are airing their different reactions. People have reacted differently to the death of Charlie Kirk. May he so rest in peace. Charlie Kirk was a comedian, a loved comedian, who was shot dead by a student in Utah, in United States of America. So people have come and reacted differently. For me, I personally, I don't support violence. I don't support racism. I support equal treatment among us ourselves. Love. We need to be caring for one another. I'm a believer of love, peace, and unity. I'm a believer of loving each other, one another. I'm not a believer of fighting, violence, killings, and all that. But guys, when you watch all these videos, you'll know where each person is coming from with their sentiments, with how they are, how they have been affected by the death of Charlie Kirk. You don't want to like force people to be crying to show sympathy. I know some of them who are talking like just expressing how they felt about his death. Deep inside they're hurting, you understand? But there's a reason for each and everyone, but we don't support what happened. I really don't support. So guys, I hope you have watched all the video, the entire video. It's like things have really changed in America right now. People are tired, and things have really changed since the re-election of Trump. You understand? We have seen the first lady saying that the guy Charlie Kirk was acting on a profit mission. He was being paid for everything that he used to utter in the public. You understand? Everything that he was in support of, he was being paid. You understand, guys? And the ultimate prize the ultimate prize has cost his life, because he was doing that to impress certain people who were in power, and those are the people who are paying him. And people are saying like even he did not deserve all the befitting funeral he was accorded with by the United States of Trump's administration, because there are more people who deserve such a funeral, but not him, for what he was standing for. But they're saying like they gave him a befitting send-off, the ones that you have seen, because they were using him. He was their instrumental voice. What do I call it? He was their voice. He used to speak their voice, guys. So it as much as it hurts so bad to lose a son and to lose a husband and losing a father, you know, but again, people have to talk, people have to react. And at this moment where we have been experiencing a lot from the United States since the re-election of Trump, at least we have seen that the white women or white people are talking about racist, about being narcissistic. They're talking down on what Kirk stood for. It's an eye-opener that people, the unification among American now, it's visible. It's an eye-opener. People should just express love, should not even believe in politicians, because of what Trump has really done to the Americans right now. And people are saying now people don't want to go against one another. You can see the black Americans and the white American folks have come together to condemn what happened, as they air out the grievances, as they aired out their how emotional they are as they air out their views, guys, you know. But for me, I always say, like, let us stick to what brings happiness to both of us. It doesn't matter what race you are, we were all created by the image of God. So let us express this love. Let us show love to one another. Let us believe in God. And I'm praying that this hard time for the family of Kirk, may God show them solace, and may God comfort them. And I just want to say, like, it's done. To my white folks and black folks and all Americans at large, and even the president Trump, you have to see how people are feeling right now for you to change your actions, for you to stabilize the country. You understand? Use this moment to make sure that America is great again, because when you try, like, you see how comedian like Jimmy, what happened to Jimmy? People came out and stood with Jimmy, and they started boycotting Disney, because Disney is a big company, and it was afraid because Trump was threatening Disney to terminate their license. You understand? So they had to do what the president has done. You understand? But they didn't know how it was going to affect their business. You understand? And now Disney has to apologize to Americans, because everyone is unsubscribing. Everyone is canceling their subscription from Disney, from Hulu, from ABC, and all have you. And Jimmy has gone to the court. He needs to be compensated, and it's not just 1 million. It's a lot of dollars, billions of dollars. As much as they've been cut that loss, they have also to pay him a lot of money in dollars, guys. So I just hope you have watched these videos, and we'll find a place in our heart to forgive Charlie. And don't forget to subscribe. Keep on subscribing, watching my videos. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.